Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me, the Babbler. That is me on this evolutionary, revolutionary rise of an uprising at this time. It is very late, guys, and I have been procrastinating on hitting the record button, and so this is me finally hitting record. I'm just thinking about the cards that are calling out to me at this time, which is my sexual tarot cards, right? Tarot of sexual magic cards. These are the cards that I feel guided to hold in my hand. If you are here, may whatever transpires here be something that you needed to hear, receive, in whichever way, shape or form that it is being received by you, perceived by you. Be mindful too that you are... I'm gonna charge my phone. It takes so long and I'm gonna charge my phone. You know that be mindful that you are responsible and accountable for all your own perceptions and acts and choices and opinions too. You are free to be and do however it is that it is. Alright, so see, prior to even hitting record, I had done a couple of shuffles and this card came out once again. 5 of Chalices, my friend. There's some feelings of guilt coming up, so that's what's up. So you have some kind of reconciliation attempting to be made, some kind of change that needs to be made, or a reconciliation that needs to be made, or something that is coming in some kind of way, some kind of apology, some kind of proposal, some kind of new attempt at fixing or processing discernment and learning, like, for yourself, like, what is right, like, you know, funk how you feel, what about what you deserve, kind of thing. It's the magic of the glowing ember, the weight of the past and its consequences can always be remembered, but for both, it must be left behind to break overly oppressive attachments that serve you not right now, you know? You must be open to freedom and adventure in all its shapes and forms. But there's much to consider here. There's so much to consider. Now you can think of this as a relationship, divine masculine, divine feminine relationship that got some stuff going on. Some apologies need to be, you know, made. Some forgiveness needs to be born, you know. Something needs to be taken into consideration. Change is inevitable. Knight of Swords. But what change is being brought upon, and through what door is this change being created or penetrated? Which orifice, right, of creations is being created by both parties? taming. The ends justifying the means, whatever they are. But today's prey will be tomorrow's hunter, and vice versa. So, what's truly being reconciled? Is it a taming of one's beast to capture, or to, what's the word I'm looking for? To conquer, and still have all that other shit going on outside, looking in with pride, egoic life. Or is there some kind of secret being tamed, hidden, kept from she that's being asked to release and accept and move forward? Disregarding what lies behind the doors. Forgive me, for I have known not a better way to hide. I have increased my foxy ties, and now I have covered my tracks well. Why do we do anything that we do? Is it a conquest, or is it a feeling? Is it an emotion? Is it truth? Swords, mental, clarity, mental justice, clarification, charging forth and bringing truth to some kind of, scenario, control of, infusing one's passions with such clarity. What do you want? Why does each piece have to be separate from one another, and why does something have to be lurking behind closed doors? What does one want? Or is this all so many different parts and chapters of ourselves that live separate from one another and don't even know the other that exists within each and every one of us? That's way too many. Yet swords and chalices, realms of the heart, realms of the mind, asking for temperance, sweet divine, patience this time, to settle things right. It's not easy. It's not easy to be temperance, but nobody said it would be. The balancing of everything, knowingly, not like half-hearted. This is calm, serene, like, we got this, we're a team. If we just know our role As we flow, we grow. Or where, this question could arise if, where are we discontent in our own lives? What filter of love or distraction do we find ourselves entertaining more than being explorative and temperament, or like patient, like with our own process for our own progress? The magic of plants in this depiction, with temperance surrounding a filter of love that sparks the slumbering desire and restores harmony to any relationship, regardless of any challenge. She's cool, calm, and collected, offering this perspective of energy to wash over these lands. It's a process. My phone's gonna die, so I'm gonna cut this short. See what other final message do we have here for those of you tuning in here. What kind of clarity can we offer here with patience, with temperance here, offering her own wisdom of divine opportunity to have that mustard seed of faith, creating if no decisions can be clearly made, is one made, or is that something that one is trying to avoid today, to not take any action for the things that they need to create, to bridge a new way, to find a way to, okay, you can't eradicate the beast behind door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, but let me tame the beast and take the reins, and at least keep behind these closed doors the things that we're going to filter through some more and get through. But let me here on the surface find some kind of foundation. Four of Swords, some kind of decision, some kind of tasting, some kind of pleasure through masturbating, allowing for excitement to overcome a lack of maybe affection or trust. This card is also a reminder of forgiveness and not to punish yourself excessively for your own errors, yet to be vulnerable and surrender and taste one another. Divine masculine and divine feminine energies existing within each and every one of us. Let me taste you. How many who's does this gentleman have? But fill up his lands. Four. How many entertainments are needed that one is breeding? What patience is needed? What calm? What strength? What does temperance teach us? Flow into our no so we can grow. And the Hierophant. Do you become many lovers of lovers? Or do you get to better know yourself and have that higher attainment of the most highest of what is the word I'm looking for? Consciousness, awareness, highest of potentials that we can be all in our whole. Balanced. Just as bright. Sisters. Aligning bright. To complete a cycle of something that's not right, misaligned. Passions burning bright. Flames ignite. Gotta go. So, these stories that we tell. So, I haven't done one of these in a little bit. So, yeah, that was cool. So, the emergence of, creations. Someone is watching you from behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. Creeping up to you. You see you are their shining star, superstar. They want to drink from your nectar. Here we are. But note that there are others behind or involved, and that there are still things that need to be resolved. Would that be the Emperor right there, drooling for his Empress in every kind of way? Intuition leads the way. Okay, namaste.